Like most revolver lovers, I get asked quite a bit why I don't choose Rugers over Smith & Wesson and Colts more often. And I always tell people, well, I really like the quality of the Rugers, but I'm not real crazy about the cast bodies. I prefer a forged frame. Rugers are cast, as everyone already knows that. It doesn't make the biggest difference, but it does make a little bit of difference in the bulkiness of the gun, but it's very small. But the reason I give everyone that I don't really like the Rugers as much is because of the Tang style grip frame. And it's come to my attention, a lot of people don't understand what I'm saying when I'm saying Tang style grip frame. They have no clue what I'm talking about. So I'm going to make a video here and I'm going to show you the two different styles of grip, and I'm going to tell you why I prefer the full grip frame over the Tang style. So let's get these grips off here and I will show you the differences. Okay, the first type is going to be a full grip frame. As you can see, this is a full grip frame. This back strap is always exposed when the grips are on. If I was to take a set of these grips right here and slip it onto the gun grip, you can see it covers the front here to give you a bigger grip, but the back is exposed. That's a full grip frame. That's the one I prefer. Now, if you look at the Ruger, you will see it's just an aluminum tang. It's this tang that sticks down here. You don't have, none of this is ever exposed when the grips are on. The grips actually slide up over it, so they cover it completely, and a little bar goes through here to hold it, in place. So this is just not my preferred grip frame. This is the one that I'm talking about when I say a Tang style grip frame. It's basically just like a stick sticking down that something slides up over. It's not a true full grip frame. Okay, with the grips back on here now, I will actually show you, now that you see the difference between the two, why I really prefer the full back strap on a gun over the Tang style. The main reason is when you are holding the gun, like so you've got it in your hand, with the Tang style, I'm not saying there is a lot of play, but it just feels like there is. Now there is some play. There's going to be more play in this because you're not actually holding metal. You're holding rubber surrounding metal. So there's two reasons I don't like this. One is that it has that play, and two is it really limits the aftermarket grips you can get. The first part's more important. The second part is more of a cosmetic thing. And it's important when you're trying to find grips that actually fit your hand, because these are a little small. So if you're looking for aftermarket grips, it makes it hard to find aftermarket grips that go up over that thing and actually fit it properly. You'll find that they have fitting issues. A lot of extra work is needed. You have to do a lot of work on them. I've run into that many times. I've bought lots of aftermarket grips and never found any that were perfect. I think probably Eagle grips were the closest I've ever come to being perfect. So that's the two things. You feel like you got a lot of play there. Now when you hold one of the guns that has the full grip frame, your hand is right on metal here. So there's no play. I mean, the only play is if you can move the hand. The meat of your hand is the only thing allowing play. There's actually rubber flexing. There's actually rubber flexing with this gun. There is not with this one. So you feel like you have a much sturdier grip on the gun. To me, just to me, it feels a lot sturdier. I mean, and it actually is. It is not going to have as much movement as the Tang style grip. And two, you can get grips for it much more easily. It's much more easy to have grips that fit properly for this type of a grip frame, especially with Smith & Wesson. So those are the reasons I really like this type of grip frame better over this type. There's just too much movement in these for me. They're comfortable and they work for most people, but and it's not really an issue. It's just something that bothers me personally. You'll find that there's lots of things that aren't really issues that bother me personally. So when it comes down to my own personal opinion, give me the full metal backstrap any day.